what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to create the nose here. So I'm going to highlight all this right here. As you can see, I'm taking my black arrow, I'm going to highlight it. I'm taking my opacity tool, bringing that down, just so I can see what's going on here. Alright, I'm going to click on the nose layer, take my pen tool, and I'm turning off my fill. I'm going to go ahead and draw, we're going to draw the nose here. So I'm going to take a guess, I'm going to guess right about here. Click. Let's go, let's say right about there. That looks pretty good. You know, my stroke's pretty big. I'm going to actually, let's fill that out. Let's finish this out and then I'll switch the stroke size. I'm going to go ahead and reset that with Alt. There we go. We'll reset that. Let's go ahead and, it doesn't matter because the bumper is going to cover that nose part. And we're going to take this all the way, say about right there. And then let's go, I wonder if we can actually, yeah, let's go ahead and click it right there. And then I'm just going to close that off just like that. Alright, so from there I'm going to go ahead and take this. You know, let's keep our stroke size at 3. Let's give it a fill. Black fill. Alright, now, same pattern. We're going to take the first layer, or the first graphic on top. Edit, copy, edit, paste in front. Now, as you can see, we have 2 on top of each other. I'm going to take that layer. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stroke of that layer, and we're going to change the color of the fill, which I'm going to take my eyedropper here and sample off this one. There we go. And now, just so I can make sure things are consistent, let's grab both of these, reset everything, and let's take our arrow now here, and our white direction select arrow, or sub-selection arrow, and let's give us some line variation here. And that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and increase that. Or, you know, let's bring that, you know, there we go. That looks pretty good. Sometimes I get lucky. And that looks pretty good to me. Alright. I'm digging on that. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so we're going to start on the second portion of the nose. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything, bring it right back down. Let's even go further, highlight everything, I'm going to bring this back down. And we're going to probably trace the second section here. So I'm going to go back to my layers. Let's create a new layer. Go back to my pen tool, and of course we're going, taking off the fill, we have the stroke. And we are on the new layer. I'm going to call this nose 2. And we'll rename this one nose 1. Alright, so I'm a nose 2 layer. Let's go ahead and I got a black stroke, no fill. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and click right about there, taking it all the way down here. Use my Alt key to reset. Let's go ahead and take it back there. Good thing about Illustrator CS4, I believe it like lets you connect. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to back that one up, Control Z. I'm going to about right here. I'm going to reset that. We're going to close it off right there. There we go. Alright, now what I'm going to do is take that first one. We're going to go ahead and give it a black fill. Alright. We can increase our stroke size a little bit too. So now I'm going to take that, edit, copy, edit, paste in front, and we're going to take that one. Let's go ahead and turn off the stroke off the top layer and take our fill. We'll sample off that. Alright, so let's go ahead and highlight everything, reset everything. Alright, and let's take our directional select white arrow and let's give ourselves some line variation here now. There we go. I like that. I like how that's looking. Um, that looks pretty good. You know, we could possibly come here and maybe bring that back a bit. That looks pretty good. And you know what? Let's try something a little tricky here. Let's cover that little section. Oops. Let's make sure we get that. Oh, you know what? I want to turn off the stroke with the top layer. Yeah, now I'm going to try to cover that up and see. Yeah, I like that. Let's try that. Let's bring it back just a bit and see how that looks. Now I want to cover that up. There we go. I like that. That looks good. All right. Let's go ahead and reset this. Highlight everything. Oh, I use the spacebar to scroll down. Let's bring that. And we are going to probably... We're going to draw in this grill next. All right, man. Let's go ahead and what we're going to do now is work on drawing it. Excuse me. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and draw on this grill. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my layers here. Let's create new layer. And let's go ahead and, we're going to call this grill. That's right. All right. What we're going to do here is take our pen tool. We have our stroke. I'm going to go ahead and give that a black stroke. And let's go ahead and turn off our fill. All right, within this layer, you always want to be aware what layers you're putting them in. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and create our line here. We're going to go right about there. Let's go here. Let's create it right there. Reset with Alt, remember. All right, let's go over here. Resetting with Alt. And then, all right. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give that a fill now. Click on our fill colors, go black. All right. The next step is let's take that. You know what? I'm going to give that stroke just a 2. You see it right here. All right. So we got a 2-point stroke on there. I'm going to edit, copy, edit, paste in front. Now the front graphic. Let's go ahead and turn off that stroke, right? And let's go ahead and take the front graphic and take our eyedropper and sample off the gray. And just so we're aware of things, you know, let's highlight everything again. Let's reset everything. And let's see what we got to work with here. All right, let's go ahead and, you know, we're going to go ahead and take this direct selection, the white arrow. Notice when I'm clicking off to the side to reset, when I select something, I'm like, oh, if I didn't click the edge I needed, you know, I just click off here to reset it, and then there we go, get the path that we need. There we go. We're going to do something a little different with this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this off to the side here. We're going to go ahead and give this a whole new color. We'll say, let's go my color swatch. I'm going to give it like a light gray. Something like that. Alright, so we have a light gray. That looks pretty good. And then I am going to take this one right here. We'll bring it right back over. We are going to, the top graphic, what we're going to do, Control Z, turn off that stroke here, and let's reposition these. And this top graphic right here, we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and let's adjust this first. we're just trying to give it the illusion that it's got some depth here. And let's go ahead and take this graphic. Let's give that a stroke. Let's turn the stroke back on that. Alright. There we go. That's something on the lines what we want. But now, see, I want line variation on this top graphic, which I don't have because I need to copy a new graphic or a new layer on it. So I'm going to take that, edit, and you know what? Here's the trick. We're going to take this, turn it back to a fill. Fill black. We're going to take that one, edit, copy, edit, paste in front, and we will actually now sample off this color. There we go. And now I can put some line variation on this guy. And let's zoom up because I like how that looks. Let's see what we can do. That was kind of a mistake, but it seems to be working for me. Yeah, it gives it that nice little edge. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's see what we get if we move this down a bit. Nice. I'm digging that. Sweet. Oh, very cool. Sometimes, you make a mistake and you're like, oh, it works out for the best. Alright, there we go. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna go, oh crap, I just moved something. Control Z. Ta-da, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this. Use my space bar to back out. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and highlight this. We're gonna reset everything. Alright, let's bring it all the way down so I can see what's going on. Alright, let's go to our layers here, and we got our grill now. Let's create a new layer, and we're going to call this, move this over to the side. We're going to kind of create these little portions right here. I guess you can say the grill, the nose, or whatever, the bars within the grill. So we'll call these grill bars, I guess. Good enough for me. Alright, we're going to just take basic standard, I'm going to take a new shape here, a rectangle shape. I'm going to zoom up on this grill here. Let's get them really close. We're going to kind of stylize these a bit. I'm going to go with one. I'm going to take this right here, and we are just going to get a black fill. I don't think we really need a stroke on this one. And I'm going to draw one down like that. And now this grill here, we have that pivot point here. I believe, we can take that and let's just, let's arc rotate it a bit. So we got something like that. And I'm actually going to use my Alt key. Like, I really don't have the reference for it, so I'm just going to kind of wing this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take my Alt key, hold it down. I'm going to position that over, and we're just going to copy a couple of these over. At the same time, I'm going to actually rotate these accordingly. And I'm going to go back and kind of tweak these out a bit. Remember, I'm using Alt to copy. I'm holding Alt down as I rotate these around. And like I said, we could probably end up deleting some of these afterwards. It all depends. I'm just kind of winging this right now. Alright. Let's take the first one, for example. We're going to take our arrow tool, and I kind of want to make this, yeah, we're just kind of shape that out a bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. Why did that, that's why sometimes I make it harder for myself. I'm just going to go ahead and take this. And, I kind of want that to round off. What I'm going to do here is I want this to round off on top to kind of go with the contour of that. If you hold down your pen tool, there's an add anchor point tool here. you can actually click on that, add that point, and I think this